Good lord. Gigantism.
Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Doing something different this week. I think it's a damn shame that Standard has sort of fallen by the wayside in the last 3 or 4 years. Standard used to be the on-ramp. You go to F&M, it was Standard. You sign up, you do a few drafts, you start building your collection, now you get a Standard deck, you start playing some Standard. It was the way to start playing Magic, and that really hasn't existed, honestly, in the last 5 years, which stinks, honestly. So, what we have here is a budget Standard deck, and this deck will run you less than $50. You buy all the cards on CoolStuffInc.com. A little cheaper, promo code GYM5. It's about 6 tickets on Magic Online. It's a little more pricey on Arena because obviously every rare is equal value on Arena, whereas these are bulk rares in paper. So a little bit more expensive on Arena, but in paper, this is like a $40 deck, and on Arena, this is like a $6 deck. And what are we doing here? We're playing Standard. We're playing Mono Green Stompy. Just budget green. A bunch of great cards in here, honestly. Not a lot of cards that see a ton of play in Standard, but so the one drops, you got our Packleader, which is just a 2-1 for 1 that occasionally gets bigger, and Teething Wurmlet, a really awesome card, actually, that has not really found a good home yet. One mana for a 1-1. Whenever artifact ETBs, you gain 1 life. It's the first time this ability has happened this turn. You put a counter on it. And you might think, well, this is a mono green deck. Where are the artifacts? Well, a lot of our cards make artifacts. More to get to that. Beastcaller gets bigger every creature you play, and they can distribute as counters. We got Simian Simulacrum, which is a great 2 for 1 here. We get to be put a counters on things, then you can unearth it and do it again. Tracker makes a clue while having a good body, and then Thief makes a treasure while having a good body, and there are your artifacts, right? We got artifact here, artifact here, artifact here. Oddity's a questing beast wannabe. We got the big Defiler of Vigor, and then Rootwire Amalgam, which is actually a 2-drop. Put that over there. This is a 2-3 for 2. You can pay 5, make it a 6-6 with haste, or it's a 5 mana card. You can pay 5 and make a 15-15 with haste, which is pretty crazy. It's also just an artifact for Wurmlet. So we've got a lot of incidental artifacts in here. 4 Mishra's Foundry, a bunch of forests. If you want to make it a little less budget, you can play a Beseju or 2, but that is a very costly card. But I think 1 or 2 Besejus would make the deck a little better. Of course, just a flexible card. It's almost free to play. And a couple Bushwhack in here for a little fixing and removal. But this is a beatdown deck. We're just playing big things, making them bigger, and killing our opponent. Sideboard got some more removal spells and tail swipe, a little protection and safekeeping. 1 big Planeswalker for your control matchups against like white and stuff like that in the Farewell decks. Liberator kills artifacts and enchantments. Beatdown kills black creatures, and Baloth gains life. So pretty simple, a pretty good like starter deck. You have a friend who's learning how to play, looking to get into playing Standard. It's just simple, easy, effective, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get right to the games. First, we work from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code GYM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right. On the draw, unfortunately, but we got a 1-drop and a 2-drop and some good stuff. We keep this. Bushwhack can find a land if needed. We get a swamp. Swamps are very good in Standard right now, so we'll see how we line up against the Rakdos Menace. Sure. Misery Shadow. Or you don't see too much in Standard, actually. This is more of a kind of a pioneer card. Draw a second Wurmlet. Then we have Rootwire Amalgam and the Jewel Thief. We can go Jewel Thief Bushwhack at the same turn, which is pretty cool. We're just going to curve up here, though. Although, unfortunately, Beastcaller, Shadow does turn off the Beastcaller effect, which is kind of annoying. But I think we're going to go Beastcaller, and then next turn we can go Jewel Thief plus Bushwhack. Or we can go Amalgam plus, we can go Wurmlet Amalgam and go wide. A lot of options next turn. There's a Fable. Fable is good, obviously. So I think we're going to size up this turn. So we're going to go Wurmlet Amalgam and just grow all of our things, which is pretty great. And then next turn we can Jewel Thief, Bushwhack, pump everything again, too. Aren't really any sweepers in these Rakdos decks. A lot of removal spells, not a lot of sweepers. So Beastcaller pumps for the land for the Prototype Amalgam, which will be a 2-3. That'll pump the Caller and pump the Wurmlets. And then I think we actually just attack here. I think I would trade Wurmlet for Shadow. And then would I trade Wurmlet for Goblin Shaman? I don't know, honestly. Maybe I wouldn't. Next turn is a pretty good turn regardless. We want to get our beats on, I think. Let's jam. We can go the Wurmlet one more time with the Jewel Thief, but we're not like locked in on doing that, honestly. And letting them make a treasure and start snowballing is definitely not ideal. So next turn's Thief and Bushwhack. We got our Foundry going here too. Nice little mana sink in the mana base. Looks like straight Rakdos here. They love their Amonkhet lands. They discard a Trespasser and a Sulphurous Springs. Hopefully they tap out for something here and we get to Bushwhack the Shadow. Oh, they're going to duress me. Gross. So few spells in my deck. I think it's like one of the only spells in the entire deck, honestly. That duress is going to miss 95% of the time, but not this time, unfortunately. Alright, that stinks. Let's see what's up. They're tanking. Making a 6/6 with the... Wow, they're going to attack? That's pretty bold. Alright, down to 20. And post-combat, we see a Trespasser. Sure. So Trespasser will eat a creature. But I get the Jewel Thief, pump the squad, and attack. Ooh. Or play Oddity. Maybe we just Oddity and jam here. Yeah, we got to just Oddity and jam here. So, play the Oddity. Pumps the Caller. And just attack with the Caller and the Oddity for a nice chunk in for 9. Alright, they are down to 7, and we are at 20. Fable flips. Of course, Fable copying, especially whatever it's called, the Rakdos 2-drop, is Blood Death Harvester is very, very bad for us. Fable, of course, is very, very good. Fable is what makes these mid-range decks so good because it's just such a good card. And if you're not playing a deck that has a lot of, removal in it that can do stuff, that makes they're actually like a pretty aggressive take on Rakdos. Look at this. They're going to give haste to the Reflection. And they can copy. Copying Trespass is only like okay, honestly. And the haste is only to end a turn. So, they got to copy something now. We are in the combat step. They can always copy on their end step, I suppose. And have a blocker for my turn. That's what they're going to do. Okay. Yeah. So here's Fable being really annoying. That Duress. It's funny how that Duress would be so good against us because we have literally 2 spells in our deck. But actually, I'll pop this thing out and see what's up here. Yeah, we have 2 spells in our deck. Everything's a creature or a land. So I'm using that Duress to be such a problem for us. But we draw a land. And now, unfortunately, our attacks aren't really great. And the Shadow turns off the ability of Quirion Beastcaller. I can make this thing into a 6/6 haste, but again, they just have this like free block here. We could just like fire up the Amalgam, make it a 6/6, and attack with a 6/6, a 4/4, and a 5/5. They get the 1 free block, but the rest of their blocks aren't very good, honestly. There's also a bunch of artifact in play for the Wurmlet. Yeah, actually I like this a lot. So let's activate this. And then we now get a 6/6 creature with haste. That pumps the Wurmlet, and we're Shadow Jam. Just send the old Leroy in, let you figure it out. Kind of cool. This card can just upgrade into a larger creature. Double block the Oddity. Okay. They are at 8. Double block the 6/6. I can't do that. So we got to start seeing some chumps here, man. Wow. All right. I mean, their blocks there were definitely not good, but there's a little surprise of a scoop, but we'll take it. So we're going to look at sideboarding in what? We don't really want a lot of things that deal with Fable, but we need like 1 or 2. Safekeeping is also pretty good. What's a cut, though, is the question, honestly. Simulacrum, Oddity. I guess Defiler is not going to be as good against them as they have. I mean, it depends on how many like go for the throats they have, honestly. Defiler is pretty big. Wurmlet, Bushwhack. Just cut these Bushwhacks. It feels weird to cut Bushwhack for like Bouncer's Beatdown or whatever. I don't really want Baloth. I kind of want Safekeeping, but like it doesn't feel particularly important. Like, why save a threat when I could just play another threat? You know, there's a fail state there too. I think I do want these Beatdowns. Take out the Bush. Well, that's like a weird swap, obviously, but I'm just gonna swap like this. I don't. Maybe I could bring out like a Safekeeping or 2. Could shave Jewel Thief maybe. Sizing wise, they have a lot of 3/3s anyway. Don't think the treasure matters that much. It's funny because the safekeeping is good with the treasure. Honestly, this goes here. Yeah, we don't know how many Doom Blades they have for Defiler of Vigor because a lot of their smaller removal, like cut down, won't kill my larger creatures. I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's just like you bring in safekeeping and like I don't know, you should don't have a creature or a good time to cast it or like maybe like duress in for some reason or whatever. So they were like a more pure control deck, sure, but all right. So hands, okay. Need to rest me again? No, you're not. Dreams of Oil and Steel. Target opponent reveals their hand, choose an artifact creature card, and exile it. Okay. I mean, I guess it's like it's kind of close to Thoughtseize against us because our entire deck is all creatures, but goodbye Beastcaller. Oh, there goes my curve. Here's a Wurmlet. Tracker fills up our 3-drop slot at least. Love to draw a 2-drop here. They're gonna cut down the Wurmlet, sure. We draw a Packleader, sure. So Tracker's obviously great being a 2-for-1. You get the clue no matter what. We got Oddity. We have Bouncers Beatdown if necessary. Here's a Trespasser, which is a little annoying, but fun. Untap and draw Foundry. Cool. Play Tracker, so you go. They've got 2 cards, or 3 cards in hand, now 4. I think I would trade Tracker for... Oh, nope, there's Shelly. Alright, so... Exterior power amount creatures you control, you're sure. Okay, that's annoying. So we're going to draw Defiler of Vigor. That's a boom boom. I mean, we're going to play Oddity. Unfortunately, Beatdown, we need a 5-power creature to kill a Shieldred, which we don't currently have. Play the Oddity, put a counter on Packleader. And say go. They have 3 cards in hand. We have Defiler of Vigor in hand, which is obviously a pretty big one. It's big up to fight Shieldred while also being able to just be a huge creature that can power my stuff up. Very powerful card, but needs to like get in play to do its thing. Honestly, a card which makes you want to sandbag your 1-drops occasionally, because if you can go Defiler and then immediately cast a 1-drop and pump your team, that's a huge effect. Here's Harvester. Make the blood and say go. We draw the land. Alright, so... Alright, I think we're just going to play Defiler and cross our fingers, honestly. I mean... They don't know we have this, so they might have, if they had a kill, so they might have used it. But also, because they know we have this. Yeah, we're just gonna cast it. All right. Yeah, here's the Defiler. We're growing our Packleader, which is super cool. But we have 3/4 power creatures against their 5 toughness Shieldred, so we really, really need this to live. All right. Living on a prayer here. Please don't kill my 6/6. Land. This is tense. I mean, I guess I would have killed it if I had it, right? Unless we're getting super slow rolled here. Upgrade the Tracker. Cool. What's the last card? The suspense is killing me. Trespasser. Alright, great. We're in. So now I get to kill Shieldred and go nuts. Alright, cool. I think it might be good here, actually. Alright, we draw the Ulvenwald Oddity. We have 5 mana. This costs 3. This costs... Alright, so yeah, we're a little bit... We can't cast the Oddity, too, but... Resolve... Oh, I should have upkeep kill. I screwed up. I misclicked. I should have killed this before I drew a card. Sure, whatever. My bad. So let's, beat down. And... Kill Shieldred. Draw off of the clue. Try and draw a 1, 2, or 3 mana creature. Oh no, it's not Phyrexian. We can't guess that. Alright, sure. Still in good shape though. I think we're just gonna chill here. Because we're gonna be pumping up stuff with these things next turn anyway. So it's just chill. And they just like have to draw a Doom Blade to kill my Defiler of Vigor if they know the game is over. So we have a Phyrexian mana Oddity, which costs 3. And we have a 3 mana Simulacrum. And we're going to pump stuff up. This pumps this also, so... It's just like, can they kill this turn, yes or no? Please don't. We're going to shrink the Oddity by 2. And then And then what? Great. Sure. I mean, like, that seems insane for us. They could have just, like, killed the pack leader and sure, whatever. Alright, so now we're going to pump all our stuff. So, if you cast a green permanent spell, put a counter on each creature you control. Sick. So we're going to go land, Simulacrum. We're going to put a counter on, put counters on, I don't want all my eggs in one basket. It's here, I think. Cast the Oddity for Phyrexian mana. This puts a counter on all my stuff. Haster. Now we go attack, attack. That's for a solid 15. I'm going to leave this Oddity back. Yeah, they can just like double block if they want to, or they can just take it and try and kill me next turn, which I don't like either, so let's do this. Their blocks here are terrible. They just take a huge hit. They're dead next turn. I draw a land, I flip this. I draw a spell, great. Blood. Starting a land. Here we go. Alright. The big green machine. Taking it down. Love to see it. Play first. That's a curve. We like curves here. Wurmlet. Caller. Tracker or Thief. Pump the Wurmlet. Opponent's of a tank here. I'm feeling pretty good. I want a mulligan opponent. If your hand's not good enough, you might want to have to send that one back because our hand's looking kind of nice. Want to remind y'all we do. Oh, never mind. We're good. We're good. Start going to that spiel, and they immediately. Oh, yep, yeah, I'll play. Sure. I feel like this Wurmlet shouldn't make that sound. That's more for like the big worms. This is a little baby worm. All right, Beastcaller, go attack for 1. It's cool playing a deck with actual 1-drops in it too. You know, a lot of decks charge the tap land on turn 1. Cut down my Caller. And go Tracker next turn. We could Jewel Thief and try and cast Defiler, but let's see if we draw a land or not. A Braid on Caller, sure. We draw Rootwire Amalgam. So Briarbridge Tracker hits harder, but Thief could potentially ramp into a 5-drop on turn 4. And they don't usually play that many ways to kill a 6/6. They might have like 2 or 3 go for the throats. I think it's usually a stock, but so Thief is higher upside. This hits harder, but like it if I blocker anyway, so let's play Jewel Thief. Play Jewel Thief, pump the Wurmlet. In for 2. And see what they do. They have Corpse Appraiser here, it's a little annoying, but they have Fable, great. So let's see what we draw. Draw land. Alright, so we can play a Defiler of Vigor here. They obviously have a lot of looks that go for the throat, though. We could, like, just go Tracker and Amalgam. And we only get 1 pump off that, so it only pumps once a turn, unfortunately. Could also cast a 5/5 Amalgam, honestly, because their big kill card is usually go for the throat. So this might actually just live. I actually think I like that. Because the only card they can play that would block this if it's shouldered. I don't mind that trade anyway, so let's just do that. It's a little weird that we're like not going to catch Defiler, but we're not going to play Defiler when we like have a little more of a clear path, I think. And this is like a hard to kill threat that pumps our board and allows for a good attack anyway. So we get it for 6 here. We have 2 good blockers for the Goblin token, and then our biggest creature is very hard for them to kill. I guess another Braid would kill it, but you usually don't play that many Braids or that many go for the throats. Let's see what this Fable discard is. Discarding Invoke Despair and Bankbuster. So it looks pretty desperate, actually, which is a good sign. I'm actually like feeling the desperation. They have their tier 1 all rare Grixis deck, 1 worlds, and they're losing to a bunch of crappy green cards. I can smell the desperation coming through the screen right now. There's Shelly. Alright, Shelly's good. But I think Shelly might end up just trading with this Amalgam. We draw. That was actually a awesome draw. So we lose some life. We play the Simulacrum. This grows the Wurmlet. I think we're going to put the counters on the Jewel. I always want to go on Jewel Thief, actually. So I have 5-5 here. So now you have two 5-5s. We'll grow this next turn, and we'll attack with these two. And Shelly's got a block here. What's Shelly going to do? They could block with the Shaman, just like take 5 and go to 6 and start gaining life. That doesn't work too, but next turn I attack for a whole bunch. It's 5-5 and 5. So, what do you got, Shelly? You going to block the big bad mythic of the format? Going to block my freaking draft common? Oh, yes, it is. The best feeling in Magic. Mythic rare, face card, has to block the common. It's a good common, to be fair. Oh, nope, not going to block. They're going to block the mythic rare. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. Had to block the amalgam. Might be a nod towards them wanting to draw to go for the throat. Because they can go for the throat this and can't go for the amalgam. But they didn't block that initially, meaning they don't have it. But they're considering having it for the future. That would be my read on the situation. Tables flip, but now we're like dealing a lot of damage here. So even just Tracker next turn pumps this up. We have two 5-5s and a 2-1 attacking that we actually want to die. And haven't even needed to cast Defiler of Vigor yet. Alright, friend, what do you got? We're going to soul transfer. Okay. Sure. Draw the land. So, we're going to Defiler here. They just use their big removal spell. We're going to want a Defiler, I think. And try and set up for next turn for the kill. We're going to attack with both here. They could double block the Wurmlet, but I think it's fine. Putting a lot of pressure on. No, we're just a single block. I have a cut down here. Okay. That's fine. We don't really mind this cut down, obviously, because the Simian can just go to our graveyard anyway. So they're starting to turn the corner, but now we have Defiler of Vigor to try and slam the door. So I'm happy we saved this now. We were able to push a lot of their answers without exposing our main threat. And now they're at 6, and we're starting to turn the corner. We slam our huge threat and force them to have an answer this time. Alright, so this is bad. They have the Harvester. So now they have Harvester plus Kiki, which is, that's the thing that destroys every creature deck ever. So the question is, are we fast enough to beat it? But they didn't do it. So, what are they doing? Why wouldn't they do it? So we have Phyrexian mana. I can pay 2. Animate. No, I can't do everything. But yeah, I can. Holy shit. Why wouldn't they, like, I guess they just, like, they have to block and stuff, too. All right, let's do it. We're going to pump up this, or activate this. We're going to cast Tracker for Phyrexian mana. Sure. I think we're still in pretty good shape here. I think they're just, like, almost dead, so... Tracker, Clue, Pump, Packleader, Pump, Pump, Attack. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Alright, so Grixis. What are all these bouncers beatdowns? Like take out Bushwhack. It's kind of like a weird sideboarding. Like, I don't really want Safekeeping because like they have a lot of kill spells, obviously, but like the tempo is kind of a thing, and like just play another threat rather than playing Safekeeping. They're more of a control deck, like playing Wandering Emperor, stuff like that, sure, but I don't think really want that against them. And then like, I don't want Liberator, I don't want Baloth, I don't want Planeswalker. I think we're just fine. Just have like 1 or 2 answers to Sheoldred, and we can try and overpower it. Like that game, we didn't kill Sheoldred, we just overpowered it. We just played enough big things where they had to block with it, which is ideal. You know, we don't want to play a fight card against Sheoldred because like it is that touch of my thing will die too, which is 2 for 1. So there are 2 bouncers beatdowns, and we're just trying to go big. Work that game. See if we can do it again. We're going to begrudgingly keep. Definitely need to draw land, but it's not a land. No 1-drop. Do the land. Here's the Beastcaller. Let's see how fast the kill spells start flying in here. There's your cut down. They have a Fable here for a pretty solid start. They do not. No Fable and no Corpse Praise, which is very good for us. They could have Make Disappear, but whatever. We're not gonna curve out here, so that resolve pretty quick. All right, sure. They can cut down before the clue goes off, but they didn't. And then we still got a 2-for-1 there, which is good. Go for the throat, great. So we're exhausting their removal spells, and we have a bunch of better creatures in our hand, which is great. So here's 4, here's Shieldred. Shit. All right, we draw a non-land. That's really bad. All right. That's not good. It's hard to go, but just not good for us. Needed that land there really, really bad. So we'll draw the Caller and say go. And oh, Mama Shieldred. Excited about her Phyrexia All is One set. Draw land this turn. We can play Oddity and pump both of these. If they have any reasonable follow-up here, I think we're in trouble. Oh, Soul Transfer. It exiles it too. Gross. And a land. No land again. No. Just draw lands. Alright. Crap. We're just gonna say go and attempt to double block. We can't really attack here. It's just like, it's just suicide. So we ain't racing. We can't go to 6. So Cycling Triumph's a good sign. I mean, that means that their hand's really bad. That's pretty good. Here's Corpse Appraiser. That's really bad for us. They bin land. They did bin land. So whatever their card is, it's, you know, only better than a land. We do draw a land, so we can go Ulvenwald Oddity, pump Packleader now. The problem is now they probably sit back on the Shieldred. We do have Defiler of Vigor plus Wurmlet, which is pretty good. It's also possible they have a second Shieldred in their hand because like they haven't done anything else. They were like cycling, so let's say go. Not feeling great here, honestly. Another Corpse Appraiser. Yikes. The card quality in Grixis is very high. This time they've been land again. So whenever they have Corpse Appraiser, whatever cards they bin, you know the card they have is better than it. So when they bin like 2 good spells, you know you're dead. But they bin 2 lands, it could actually be anything. You know, the floor is a land. You know, so if they bin go for the throat, soul transfer, then the floor is very high. The ceiling has to be, you know, it's something really, really good. So somewhat, you know, not comforting, but give us a little tiny sliver of hope here. All right, what do you got? I'm feeling the suspense. Here we go. Another Oddity. Alright. On the 8. Play another Oddity. Packleader's getting big, but we can't attack with it because it has to block the Shieldred, so. It's making our Phyrexia mana a lot worse too, because we just keep taking 2 every turn. Yeah, it's pretty hard to imagine us winning this game, honestly. Yeah, they're going to play another one, but sure. Alright, play another one. No, Appraiser, actually. Was there not a creature in the bin? There was not? Okay. Third Appraiser is still brutal, though. They've been land again? Okay. They're just trying really hard to give us hope here. Alright, there's Shieldred. We draw our own land. No, we don't. We draw a Wurmlet. Want to save Wurmlet for the the Vigor turn, though. Yeah. Just stuck on 4 lands, 2 Defilers. Just can't quite get there. Here's a Fable. This means their hand will be really good next turn. Alright. We draw Beastcaller. We are down to 4. Yeah, we just can't do anything. Because the problem is, we played Defiler of Vigor here. We could play Wurmlet for 2 life, but then we just died at a shoulder next turn. And they're at 31, so we can't put enough pressure on them either. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead, I think. That's tough. Missed a land drop or 2. Couldn't really get ahead of the Shieldred. Yeah. Let's see if they have a counterspell on post board, I guess. I mean, I imagine if they have a counterspell, they're countering this. Cool. Okay. Got a little info there. So, tough game. We just couldn't get out fast enough. And then Shielder was able to make life difficult for us. But I think we're okay here. On the play, our stuff grows. We still have a few beatdowns. I think we're okay. Our stuff scales pretty well, so we can be in a spot where we can offer things that are big enough to do just trade with Shieldred. The problem is, in Shieldred's too big, and you can't act through it or kill it without 2-for-1ing yourself. Let's see what we can do. I think we can do it. On the play, we got it. I'm not worried. Who's worried? Not me. You shouldn't be worried either. I want to remind y'all we got free content every weekday on CoolStuffInc.com. The best spot for all your content. No paywall ever. Monday through Friday. We got articles, videos by the best in the business. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Free content every weekday. Look at myself. I do a written article every Friday and a video article every Monday. Last Friday's article was a preview card for Phyrexia All Will Be One. Check that one out. Good stuff. Good callback card. Lots of fun. Opponent took their time sideboard in there. On the play. I mean, an artifact. This is fine. This hand can get pretty good pretty fast, honestly. Just need to draw any of our artifact cards for double triggers. Tap land, go. Alright, yeah, just double Wurmlet. Attack for 1. Definitely don't want to draw any more lands. Okay, we found the lands we couldn't find last game, that's for sure. Land 2. Need an artifact here. That is an artifact. Alright, yeah, sure. Play the prototype, pump the squad up, get in. See if I want to trade or not here. We got Oddity next turn, too. So we got a little bit of a beatdown draw here. 2 mana 2/2s. A 2/3 for 2 is not the most exciting, but got a block. Alright, so down to 16. 16, 22. We're going to Harvester, leaving up Cut Down. Sure. Alright, so we draw their land. Here's the Oddity. And here's a Slam Jam. So they get to cut down my Amalgam, maybe block the Wurmlet. And unfortunately, we are now out of spells. So we need to draw a spell pretty bad here. We have the Foundry, which helps, but... in for a bunch. I'm going to assume block and then cut down. The tell here, of course, is that they paint off their Shivan Reef. So there was no do that unless they desperately wanted black mana. So cut down makes a lot of sense. Always be paying close attention to how your opponent taps their mana and what they do with their mana. It's a huge tell to what they're working with. There you go. So there's that and that and that. So we're at 11, but we are out. They go land shielded. We are in big trouble. That's bad too. Alright. 3 cards left, and we draw Defiler of Vigor. That works too. Oddity again. The big moose. Don't have to go for the throat again. Come on. Let's get real here. Alright, that's a pretty good hand. Alright, alright. Now we draw Defiler of Vigor. Corpse Appraiser down to 10. This is scary. This is very scary. I thought they're going to bin some good ones here, honestly. They've been... Oh, 2 lands again. Okay. It's not ideal. I guess we just play it. I mean... We got our Foundry and our Packleader where they have a 3-3 in play. And unfortunately, things are starting to slip here a little bit. Here's a Fable. They're starting to stabilize. Alright. We want to draw a 4-drop or a 5-drop. Or a basic forest. That's cool too, I guess. Yep, I think our window might be closing, unfortunately. We definitely needed to turn the corner here a little bit and kind of close the door. Or I guess close the door before they turn the corner. But forest 1-drop is not really doing the job. They also didn't loot at all, meaning their hand is perfect, or that's what they're saying at least. Oh wow. Oh, wow. Alright. This might be the end for us. 4 lands, lots of gas, lots of kill spells. They've been cut down and shriek. So now we know the card's at least as good or better than cut down. I mean, there's an oddity, but I don't think we have a good chance of flipping this bad boy. Just gonna say go. No attacks here. It's an easy double block. So, and then we have a mana for the flip. They have a 3rd go for the throat. I got vibes. A braid. Okay. I mean, an 8/8's an 8/8. You know, like. So it's trample, haste, and then all creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. It's pretty good. I mean, they usually go for the throats. Like I said, they don't usually play a ton of cut downy, non-abrade removal, so. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, we can actually activate the Foundry here. And sacrifice that. Which sucks, but. And now we can't pump this yet, but at least it stays in play. So, like, it's not cool, but then I have Active Reflection, too, next turn. There's Odawar for a land. And we draw a Simian Simulacrum. Okay, I can't pump this in attack. I guess they would, like, if we kill both Appraisers, then they don't necessarily have a good target for Reflection. They've already used 2 Harvesters. Once they start copying Appraiser, we, like, probably can't win. So, I guess we want to offer the trade here. Even though I want to flip this thing, I don't have land 7 anyway, so. Play Simian. It's not a trade I'm happy to make, but I think the reality is... Oh, man, we should have more stuff, too. What do you got now? Ascendant Scatter. Oh, no. My hopes and dreams are being scattered right now. Alright, say go. I think that might be the end for us. I think they got us. This is definitely a deck where, like, once you start, you're attacking, you're being aggressive early. If you stumble in the mid-game, you give your opponent the time to get back into the game for sure. Yeah, copy Appraiser, exile my Simian. Get a card that's better than Mountain and Shivan Reef. Alright, maybe there's a chance. There's a Harvester. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I mean, pretty good showing, though, honestly. Grixis is the best deck in the format by a lot. And we put up a pretty good fight, I think.
Serve me well.
Went down swinging. Just fell up. You just came up a little short here in this game 3. Just a few too many lands. Packleader. Oh, come on. At least draw a land. Let me flip this thing, right? Get an 8/8 in play. Here's Packleader. So they go. And now they get to Harvester and just kill this. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. I mean, Not a bad showing. Not a bad showing. Can't be too sad. We had some game. Pez I like Pez. Pez are cool. Hand sucks keep. I can't mulligan this. Just 4 lands, reasonable spells, turn 4 Vigor, turn 4 Defiler. We can have some faith. We draw a cheaper card. You know, we have like, what, 8 1-drops and 8 2-drops. Bushwhack. Just gonna say go. We don't need a land here. Love to draw a 1-drop or a 2-drop. They're gonna play an underdog and draw an oddity. Alright, alright. Not ideal, but... And they're Mardu with Fable, sure. The start we were looking for. Jewel Thief. We can, like, Jewel Thief and use the treasure and just fight this, the Shaman. The problem is, like, the Fable itself is the real problem, so... Let's play Thief and just say go. Also by playing a Tracker here, too, because Tracker is a better thing for them to kill. Get your value off of it. Either way, it's the same thing, I suppose. I guess Tracker's just higher value, right? We'll get a clue anyway. They discard an underdog and a land. It's pretty good. So they're on a pretty good draw here on the play. I don't even mind that, actually. They use a premium kill spell to kill my 3-drop. They push through their stuff, but whatever. They play another Fable. And we go land. 2 cards left. We can Bushwhack here and, like, kill one of these Goblin Shamans. But now we gotta contend with the reflection of Hiki Jiki. The problem is, like, if they kill the thing I play here and get it for 7, we just, like, probably die. They have this underdog, too. Could play a defensive oddity. That survives everything but go for the throat. I guess destroy evil, too. I think that's our play, though, honestly. I could also just jam Defiler of Vigor. Just, like, we could just, you know, just put it out there and just see what they got. I guess, like, oddity falls to Wandering Emperor on opponents. Like, let's catch Defiler. Let's just go in. Let's just put our tips in the middle and say, all right, your hand's really good. This is what I need to win. If it dies, I lose. If it dies, I was going to lose anyway. But if it lives, it gives me the best possible chance to win. So we're not playing for this scenario where they have a kill spell here because we can't beat that anyway. So let's make the play that gives us the best chance to win. Here's a Bankbuster. Ooh, they're going to attack. Double treasure. I mean, a braid is certainly possible. I'm going to block the Goblin. Play around a braid. Killing underdogs also, like, you know, and then the treasures do matter too, so. Down to 7. And we draw a Packleader. That's pretty good. I mean, the problem is we're so low here, but, like, we're so close to just, like, dumping our... We could go Thief, Packleader here if we wanted to. I guess we could also use treasures too. I also need to kill Reflection, though. We have a lot of things we need to do this turn, unfortunately. We can go Thief. We can just, like, cast Thief, cast Packleader, and then cast Bushwhack using no Phyrexian mana at all. We have a treasure, too. Let's cast this. Make a treasure. Let's just cast it all. We're at 7. Trying to stage a comeback here. And then, do I want to attack for 8? We are at 7, and they have a possible attacker here and here. Let's just say go. I think next turn's our stabilizer turn. We also pump a squad dice twice, too, so... If they can't kill Defiler next turn, we have a decent chance to win this game, despite how good their start was. again? Why are you so crazy? Why are you so crazy, huh? Alright. They like farewell or something? What is this? Why you gotta act like this, opponent? You know? Could be Angel of whatever. A Ganjo wouldn't kill here. A Blade? Sure. Would have liked to have kept my Jewel Thief because the Vigilance is really good, but that could have been worse. Oh, gross. Alright, it got worse. Here's Sanctuary Warden. Pretty difficult card to beat. And we draw a Rootwire Amalgam. 20? Yeah, I don't think we can make it work here. We're close, but we just don't really have a life to dump our hand. We could play Thief and Tracker at the cost of some life. I guess I could play Thief and Amalgam. Just pump twice. The Warden obviously is going to hit us pretty hard here. I think it's also just copy Warden and kill us because it's not legendary. Yeah, we're just dead here. It's close, but we, yeah, if we were to play Oddity, we can go Thief for 2, Oddity for 3, attack. But these end up trample anyway. Yeah, just a little short. A little short, honestly. Missed the land drop or two. They had a really good hand in the play. And the fact that we were in this game was great, though. I mean, their hand was phenomenal this game. We were still in it, so. All right, game. Let's go next game. Bankbuster, Sanctuary Warden. Same idea where it's the mid-range deck, and we just, like, I don't think we want to bring in the Safekeeping because they have so many creature threats and stuff like that. Bouncers Beatdown. I don't think they're playing Shieldred. They're playing Sanctuary Warden. Liberator's fine. Bushwhack's also fine. I think we just stand pat, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it ride. Alright. On the play, I think we might have won that game. I guess we also missed land drops too, so maybe not, but on the play. Hand's great, keep. Alright, turn on Packleader. We got tap lands, turn 2 Beastcaller attack. And then we'll see what we do this turn. Playing around Brother's End or Brotherhood's End or whatever it is. Making us a 4/4 is an ideal thing, maybe. But they don't play anything. Because if you play two, could play 2 creatures, but we should have raids, sure. Alright, so we'll go Jewel Thief, I think. We go land. Probably Jewel Thief, play a 5/5 next turn. The old Rootwire Amalgam, which also threatens to be a 15/15 and just kill them. Here's Fable. Simian Simulacrum. So I could put 2 counters on the Packleader and get in for 7, and then play another Packleader, and then play the 5/5 next turn, pumping both Packleaders. It's pretty good. I'm in for that. So next turn, cast the 5/5. They'll grow the Packleader. Then we attack for 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and have a 5/5 in play. All right. Looking for no Wrath here. Brotherhood's End or Depopulate would be pretty bad. Discarding a Rite of Oblivion and a Skitter Beam Battalion. Some spice. Brutal Cathar. Really? They hit my Jewel Thief. That's kind of cool because I get that back. If that dies, I get it back. Here comes the thing. No blocks. We're on the beatdown plan. We don't care about this goblin. We got work to do. Still casting the 5/5 because this will it's a 5/5 And then it grows my pack leader also, and makes for a 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes for a lethal attack too. So pump the squads. Could have a kill spell here, obviously, with the 2 with the mana up. That would suck, honestly, but they are getting priority, so attack all. We have pseudo haste here too at the Simulacrum, it's kind of cool. So here's go over the throat, kills this. Probably no blocks and take 5. Can't kill this thing. It's got no throat. Flip the saga. I'm going to block. A Braid would kill this anyway. Seems like a pretty free block to me. Just looks like they want this this treasure, so land 5. They got the big angel. Big angel's pretty good. I would say that's my complaint with Standard over the last few years, is that the card quality is really, yeah, that's pretty good, is really concentrated in just, like, good rate rares, and there aren't enough cool, like, decks, you know, where you're just, like, kind of putting all the cards together. It's hard to build, like, a synergistic, like, elf deck or some sort of, like, thematic deck, you know? Alright, so they can double block here. The double blocks aren't great for them. 5 mana. If I pump this thing, they have the right too, so like that's not cool. I think I just attack for 5 here. And I'll just cast the Simian as a 4/3. Wow, just taking it. I guess they can copy their angel next turn and just like gain 6 life. Yeah. I think we've just fallen short to reflection again. No copies. Wedding announcement. And they have copy reflection up. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So they can copy like Brutal Cathar. Which I guess isn't even that good. We should get the card back anyway, but copy the Angel too. They have Rite of Oblivion, too. Yeah, they got most things covered here, unfortunately. Chump blocker, reflection for good stuff. I don't really see a good way out here. Yeah, I don't think a way out. I'm gonna pump this thing up and attack with it. Like, send a Leroy. They just like copy. Copy the Angel. That works too. Go to 2, back to 5. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Alright. It's like every busted limited rare once, right? Alright, sure. Gonna give this vigilance too. Draw up announcement, and we draw a Teething Wurmlet. Alright. Let's make our 15/15 for funsies. Look how big it is. Maybe they'll misclick. Here comes the 15-15. Nope. They got it. Blocks? Blocks. Alright. So, not ideal, but there you go. Alright, so we played against 3 mid-range decks, which is a lot of what Standard is right now, of course, and we did go 1 and 2, but I would say we had a puncher's chance in almost all the games. It's a budget deck, you know, we're not going to, like, lie and say this is the best deck in the format or anything like that. This is a budget deck through and through. Great first deck, great deck to play when you're in the lower ranks, great deck to play at F&M, you know, and deck to play with your friends or whatever, and it's meant to be a little cheaper. So it's not going to be a fully powered deck in that respect, but can definitely win. You know, a lot of those games were close. We drew a land or two here or there. Could have easily been 2-1 or even 3-0. And the deck's fun, too, honestly. Has some pretty nice early starts, as well as some late-game reach with our Unearth effects. Defiler of Vigor, in particular, was quite good. Whenever we had Defiler, it was nasty. And the one game we had Defiler, and we just were a little too far behind on the draw, missed the land drop, where Defiler was about to take over the game. We just didn't have a life to spend to kind of do it. Which is kind of cool as well. So, deck's cool, though. Definitely a fun one. Let me know your thoughts on this content, as far as budget content goes and paper content goes for Standard, because I love Standard, honestly, and I want to see more Standard stuff happening. I know Standard isn't, like, perfect right now, but the new set is coming as well, which hopefully that set will be cool, and hopefully we just get to play more Standard. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as always, here on CoolStuffInc.com, and let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next week. Have a good one, folks.